NATO's newest member, Finland, has revealed that it will procure the David Sling medium-range air defense system from Israel. Finland's Minister of Defense, Antti Kaikkonen, said this acquisition will create a new capability for the Finnish Defense Forces to intercept targets at high altitudes. At the same time, we're continuing the ambitious and long-term development of Finland's defense capability in a new security environment. Finland will be the first export customer for the system if everything goes as per plan. The acquisition is valued at $345 million. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes how David Sling would be a major leap in air defense capability for Finland. Let's get started. Ukraine's inability to defend against Russian missiles, such as the Soviet-era Kh-22 supersonic cruise missiles, and their limited defense against short-range ballistic missiles like the Iskander-M, are among the major lessons learned from the conflict. Colonel Yuri Ignat, a spokesman for Ukraine's Air Force, said in January, after one of those missiles hit an apartment building in Dnipro, killing 40, "I emphasize that it's impossible to shoot down Kh-22 missiles with the means we have in our arsenal." Viewers may note that Israel has been unwilling to provide the system to Kyiv due to Tel Aviv's working relationship with Moscow. As Finland joins NATO, there's been a notable uptick in Russian military activity along Finland's border. So this is not surprising that the country is looking to strengthen its defenses against Russian standoff missiles, and this is where David Sling comes into the picture. Currently, it's only operated by Israeli Defense Forces, and an acquisition by Finland would have to be approved by the US first. David Sling, also formerly known as Magic Wand, is an Israeli Defense Forces military system jointly developed by the Israeli defense contractor Rafael Advanced Defense Systems and the American defense contractor Raytheon. It's designed to intercept enemy planes, drones, tactical ballistic missiles, medium to long-range rockets, and cruise missiles. The missile's development was overseen by Israel Missile Defense Organization and the U.S. Defense Department's Missile Defense Agency. David Sling is meant to bolster the second tier of Israel's Theater missile defense system. It slots in between the Iron Dome, CRAM, counter-rocket artillery and mortar, and the Aero ballistic missile defense system, with the Patriot system sitting somewhere in between. The name David Sling comes from the biblical story of David and Goliath. It became operational in April 2017. The David's Sling weapon system, DSWS, incorporates a vertical missile firing unit, an ELM-2084 fire control radar, a battle management operator station, and the Stunner interceptor. The dolphin-nosed Stunner missile is designed to intercept even the newest generation of tactical ballistic missiles at low altitudes, such as the Russian Iskander and the Chinese DF-15. It possesses an advanced propulsion system, which features two stages. Stunner uses hit-to-kill logic. That is, it doesn't use an explosives-laden warhead, but instead relies on its inherent kinetic energy to destroy the target by slamming onto it. Since it has no explosive, it's smaller, lighter, faster, and possesses greater range and higher maneuverability. The missile can be programmed to hit specific vulnerable areas of known targets. Its range is said to be up to 200 miles or 320 kilometers. Stunner uses onboard dual CCD IR seekers to distinguish between decoys and the actual warhead of the enemy missile, in addition to tracking by ELTA ELM 2084 radar. ELTA ELM 2084 is a 3D AESA multi-mission radar MMR family produced by ELTA, a subsidiary of Israel Aerospace Industries. The radar is capable of detecting and tracking both aircraft and ballistic targets and providing fire control guidance for missile interception or artillery air defense. In surveillance mode, it can track up to 1,100 targets at a range of 295 miles or 475 kilometers and can electronically scan a 120-degree azimuth and 50-degree elevation. To provide 360-degree surveillance, the ELM 2084 can rotate its antenna array at 30 rotations per minute. In its fire control mode, it can track up to 200 targets a minute at ranges of 100 kilometers or 62 miles. The firing unit is a trailer-mounted vertical launch system for the Stunner missile. Each firing unit can hold up to 12 missiles. All firing units and parts of the Stunner interceptor are manufactured in the United States. David Sling owes much to the Spider program's modified Python 5 and Derby Seeker technology. Finland has NASAMS that primarily uses the AIM-120 AMRAAM as an interceptor, but it has a limited range of 50 kilometers or 31 miles and is not optimized to defeat ballistic missiles or very high-speed projectiles. Other air defense systems possessed by the country, like Advanced Short-Range Air Defense System, ASRAD-R, and RBS-70 Man-Portable Air Defense System, MANPADS, are also not suitable for intercepting missiles like KH-22 and Iskander-M. Finland's Minister of Defense, Antti Kaikkonen, said, "The David Sling system will extend the operational range of Finland's ground-based air defense capabilities significantly. The minimum flight altitude requirement of the system was set at 15,000 meters, nearly 50,000 feet, in the request for quotation. So it's evident that David Sling would provide a major leap in air defense capability for the country." In response, Russia has pledged to strengthen its military potential along its frontier with Finland. Russia's Deputy Foreign Minister, Alexander Grushko, said, "In the event that forces and assets of other NATO members are deployed in Finland, we will take additional steps to ensure Russia's military security reliably."
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.